Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of Expedition. And in today's episode, I actually want to dive a little bit into Draconic Evolution. It's a mod that's been in this pack pretty much since the beginning of the pack, but we really haven't touched it. So the first thing I want to do is make the Draconic Evolution tablet, which basically is like the guidebook for Draconic Evolution. So this will tell us pretty much everything we need to know about this mod. Now, there's a few things that we should probably do and probably get into. We do have some Draconic ingots, but not that many. I think one of the first things that I'm going to want to look into is the Draconic generators. Because if I remember correctly, they can be pretty overpowered and make some pretty crazy amounts of RF. So let's just take a look at Draconic Evolution. We've got sundials, draconium ore, energy pylons. I thought there was one that was actually called like a generator or something. Destabilize mob spawner. Generator, here we go. So this is made with a draconic core. And let's just take a look in here at the generator. I'm assuming there's a thing for it. Here we go, generator. Basic low power, 80 RF per tick if you have no other mods capable of generating power. Well, we do have other mods capable of generating power, but, let's see. Purely decorative. I feel like there's a super overpowered generator in here, but I'm not seeing it. Draconic core, that's first tier component used in many recipes. And each one of these guys generates RF per tick. Now, I wonder if this thing can be upgraded. Upgrade modifier. Upgrade your tools and items. Well, no matter what, we're going to have to make some of these draconic cores. So why don't we go ahead and do that? Let's just grab that. We need 1 diamond, and then, was it gold for the other stuff? Yes, gold ingots. There we go. Okay, so diamond, 4 of those, and there we go. That gets us the draconic core. And then for the generator, what's the sundial do? That's interesting. Anyway, so many things that are just completely new to me. I've never played around with this mod ever, so I have no idea how most of this stuff works. But I'm very excited to kind of dig into it and find out. Now, as far as nether brick goes, I don't think I have any nether bricks. I've got like the nether brick blocks, but I don't think I have any of the individual bricks. So let's smelt some of those up right quick. We'll just throw them in there. And we've got a bunch of ingots in here, but that's fine. We'll let those cook up. We'll need 4 of them, I believe it was, right? For the generator? Yes, 4. Okay. That should be enough. There we go. And let's go ahead and make the generator. Oh, I need iron. Oh, is there any iron in here? Yes, good. Saves me a trip upstairs. All right, there we go. So we've got the generator. Let's lay that down and let's just take a peek at it. Looks like there's no... Doesn't look like there's a way to upgrade it at all, which is a little disappointing. I was hoping that I'd be able to upgrade that guy and put out significantly more RF per tick than this, but, I mean, 80 RF per tick isn't terrible. It's really not, like, bad, but it's not exactly great either. Oh, well. I suppose we should start looking into some of the fun stuff here. So let's see. We've got the disenchanter, which I believe yanks enchantments off of things and turns them into books. That could come in handy for when we find, like, enchanted armor that's got some really good stuff on it. Like this golden chestplate, for example, has protection 4. Some of this stuff has really good enchants on it, but like the armor itself is just kind of junk. So that could be useful. Maybe that's something we should just go ahead and make. I think I've got everything I need for it. We just need to make a couple of those Draconic cores. Let's make 2 of those. There we go. And then what else do we need? An enchantment table, 2 Eyes of Ender, a book. Okay, all of that stuff I should be able to make no problem. So let's just go ahead and do that. There we go. And then I needed a couple of emeralds. I've got those here. I need an enchantment table. Do I have one? I do. Just have one lying around. Nice. And what else am I missing? An enchanted book. Right. Let's see. What do I have for enchanted books that... Magic Resistance 1. That works. That's kind of terrible. So, let's see here. Oh, and I need a regular book as well. Let's grab one of those. There we go. Okay. So, regular book. Let's do that little thing there so I can actually see. Like so. We put the table there, put that there, and there we go. That gives us the disenchanter. And let's just put that down and see how this works. So, I'm assuming you put a book in here, and then something you want disenchanted. So let's say this golden chest plate right there. Cost 0. Oh, and it can use item damage. Okay, so that gives us magic resistance 4. That gets us unbreaking 3. And that gets us protection 4. And then it destroys the armor. Oh, that's actually really useful. That's really useful. I like it a lot, actually. Cool. Okay. Okay, so that's pretty awesome. That's a very, very useful thing to have for sure. Now, we've got some other stuff here. An energy infuser. I don't know what some of that stuff does. Tell you what, guys, let me go ahead and look through the guidebook here, kind of get an idea of some of this stuff, and I'll come back to you in just a little bit. All right, guys, I am back, and I think the next thing out of here that I want to make is the Draconic chest. This thing looks really cool. So basically, what it is a chest that has all sorts of extra capabilities and stores a kind of ridiculous amount of stuff. So it sounds like something that will be very, very useful to have indeed. So let's go ahead and make a couple of diamond chests. There we go. Because we'll need those to make obsidian chests. Like so. And actually, while we're at it, I want to compare the storage capacity in these two. Is it the same? Yeah, it looks like it's the same. Oh, tore up a little more than I wanted to there. There we go. But either way, we'll make 2 obsidian chests. There we go. And then to make the Draconic chest, we're going to need draconium ingots, a crafting table, and a furnace, all of which I should have pretty easily. So let's make the crafting table like so. And that should be everything I need. There we go. So we've got this draconium chest. Wow, that stores a lot of stuff. Built-in crafting bench. It's got all sorts of craziness. Holy cow, that thing looks amazing. So let's try this thing out. Let's see how this thing works. Maybe what we'll do... I wonder how much RF per ticket actually takes. You know, we've got the generator. Why don't we try this out? So let's just put this guy here. Put the generator right next to it like so. And I'm just going to grab a little bit of coal and toss that in there. That should cook this thing up. Doesn't look like it's outputting power, though. Ah, so it outputs power to the back. Okay. So this thing is filling up. Now, if I take... let's grab maybe this nether mithril ore. Throw that in there. fill? Okay. So it... Auto feed. Lock. Put all smeltable items. There we go. Okay. So, that means in theory, if we put all of this stuff... not Vintium ore, that's a bad idea. But if we put all of this stuff in here, it should fill up pretty quick. Looks like, oh, but it's running pretty low on power. This thing doesn't fill up very quick. I mean, that's okay. Now, actually, you know, another thing I could probably do is I could check with this RF network monitor and just see how much RF per tick does this thing use. It doesn't say. I wonder if that might be faster than my previous thing. Ooh, I don't want diamond ore on there, though. That's a bad idea. That's not going to do me any good whatsoever. But still, this thing's pretty sweet. I like it. That's very, very compact, too. Like, it's a single block. So the question is this thing not doing the thing? Oh, there we go. So it seems a little spotty as far as the RF per tick stuff goes, but still, it's pretty quick. And it looks like it automatically ore doubles already. So we could maybe take a couple of different machines that we have downstairs and just use this Draconic chest instead, which wouldn't be bad. That wouldn't be bad at all. I mean, this thing is like flying through stuff. I want that diamond back, though. I need it. Yes. And it cooks 5 things at a time, I think. Yeah. Okay. That's pretty fancy. That's pretty fancy. All right. So let's just take these and let's just head downstairs and let's try this out in a situation where I've got a bit more power. I need a golden bag of holding, preferably the one that's kind of empty. That should be fine. You know what? It's fine. I can sort out the other details later. There we go. So we'll do that. Grab these, throw those in there as well. And let's just tear up these blocks. All those blocks right there. And let's put this guy instead. And looks like that thing's filling up relatively quickly, which is definitely good. Now the question is that going to fill up quickly enough that the power is still going up even when I've got a bunch of ores in there? That's really going to be the big test. So let's just grab a bunch of iron ore. In fact, let's grab all of this ore right here, and we'll just go to town and see if it's able to keep up or not. Because if so, this is a really cool thing. Let's just do a little bit of that. Oh yeah, look at the speed on that thing. I mean, it's still dropping. It definitely can't keep up with how fast this thing uses power. Let's just see how much RF per tick. 350? 373? Yeah, it looks like approximately 400 RF per tick should be able to keep this thing going at maximum speed, which is pretty crazy. I mean, that's quite a bit of power. But on the flip side, this thing is pretty sweet, and I like it quite a lot, and it holds an insane amount of stuff as well. So I think it might be better than our previous setup. It's hard to say. I think it's definitely faster than our previous setup. Oh, and now it's going again. Did it not pull? Why is that not pulling? Oh, probably because when I have it open, it doesn't automatically pull, I'm guessing. Oh, but now it seems to be filling faster than it's going down. It's a little weird. It's a little buggy, it seems. There it's going down again. I'm not really sure. I'm just going to leave it be for a while. We'll see if that stuff is all smelted up, you know, by the end of the episode or something, and that'll give us a good idea of how well it works. So that's pretty good. That's definitely a good thing. Okay, now, the other thing from Draconic Evolution I really want to get into is I would really like to get into some of the tools, some of the weapons, some of that kind of stuff, but I don't think I'm able to do that just yet. If you look at, like, even the more, like, the entry-level stuff, the Wyvern, we need a Wyvern core, which needs a Nether star, and more Draconic, more Draconium ingots than I have, and a Wyvern energy core here as well, which is also more Draconium ingots than I have. So I think I'm going to have to hold off on the Wyvern gear, at least for the time being. Hopefully I'll be able to get into that at some point, though, because it looks like there's some pretty cool stuff. Now, this mob grinder, I've heard, is actually capable of killing withers. So, I think maybe that's something we should try out as well. Let's just grab a couple of these guys and a couple of sticks. It needs 2 diamond swords, which I should be able to make. 1, 2. We also need... Oh, that's the generator. Here we go, grinder. I need another one of those draconium cores. And looks like I'm going to have to actually cook up some more ingots. That's fine. Not a big deal. We'll need that and that for these draconium cores. Let's go check and see how far this thing has progressed. Oh yeah, it's flying through that stuff. It's absolutely flying through it. That is fantastic. Look at that thing go. It's so quick. I love it. Okay. Whew. All right, we'll take these guys. Let's go ahead and make another one of the cores. There we go. And then the mob grinder. I think everything else... Oh, I don't have any furnaces on me anymore. I put them in here. There we go. Let's go ahead and make the mob grinder and just try this thing out. So, there we go. And let's just see. Oh, so you actually... So it appears the mob grinder, you throw coal or something in it rather than... I mean, can it generate its own network? Like, can it generate its own power? Because if so, that's fantastic. Let's just try it out. Let's see. Actually, let's take a sleep first. And then let's grab... I wonder if the guidebook tells us anything about, like, the range and that kind of stuff. Let's just see. If we look at the mob grinder, here we go. 7x7 area in front of it. You can fuel it with solid power, but it's much better when it's powered by RF. Okay. So, this could actually be really useful in a lot of ways. Maybe we try it out... Let's break these guys. Now, it's a 7x7 area in front. So, let's break that. Why pick up thing? I'm not sure why that's not picking up the thing. There we go. Okay, so that's going. Now, I don't think this thing actually has power right now. Let's just take a peek down here. Yeah, it doesn't look like I'm drawing any power into that room at the moment. Okay, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Should be actually a relatively easy fix. We'll just grab... do I have an energy cell? If I did, it would probably be in here. No, I got a capacitor. I guess we'll check our other 2 golden bags of holding, but I don't know that I do. They might all be used. They might all be being used somewhere. Or do I have one in here? Yes? New? Okay. Well, I suppose we could just hook it up to the Tesseract. Well, no, because the Tesseract is being used as well. I just want to try the thing out and see how much juice this thing uses. That's my real question. How much power is that thing gonna draw? I mean, I suppose we could just run power from down here, since we've got power conduits already. Let's run them down here. There we go. And we'll just run them, let's see, right about there. Oh, just kidding. Right about here. I changed my mind. I forgot that... What is this even? This is pretty much a room that's not being used. That can probably go without me worrying about it too much. Okay, there we go. So that should work, and I'll just put that here. We'll grab our conduits and go... this torch is going to move to here instead, I think. Let's see. There. And then, where does this thing need to go? Here. Oh. Not there. This way. There we go. That looks pretty good. Okay. Now, can I get out of here without too much difficulty? Doesn't appear so. Let's just do one of those. Oh yeah, now it's drawing power. Now it's drawing all kinds of power. Okay. Okay. Let's put that here. And I'm not sure where all those items went, unless there was like things that were flying. Let's turn that guy on, though. And I think this whole thing should start getting power now. Let's take off our ring. So let's see. This guy... I can't actually see it from here. Here we go. Okay, so that's filled up. We've got an enchanted scroll for disarming. I don't think I know that one yet. Let's learn that. There we go. So that's all good. Let's come down here and just see... How are you doing for power? You're filling up, but you're filling up really slowly. That thing uses so much juice, it's just ridiculous. That's okay though. You know what? We'll just let it go. It's fine. But it looks like the grinder itself doesn't really use too much. Energy buffer. I mean, it doesn't say. We can put coal in there too, just in case. But I don't know that it's necessarily needed. Whoa. Did my coal just disappear? I feel like my coal just disappeared. I just lost a stack of coal. Oh, okay. Well, fine. I don't really need it. It's okay. Unless it ended up over here. No. Well, don't really know how that thing works, but either way, this should all be done by now, right? Getting there. Not completely, but certainly making progress. I think we're just going to patch those holes like that, and this will be our chest for processed ingots and stuff. And then it's going to fill up, and Basically, it's going to have a big enough buffer in it that by the time I actually need a bunch of stuff to be processed like that, I should just be able to drop it in, and it should be able to keep up for at least a pretty sizable amount of ingots without too much trouble. So that's definitely a good thing. We've got some Draconic stuff there. I don't know if there's anything else here that I can make at the moment from Draconic Evolution, though, just because I don't think I have enough Draconium. I think I'm pretty much out, which is a little disappointing, but, you know, it's okay. It's fine. This grinder can go in there. We'll just drop it in. Oh, here. Let me just organize a little bit. And I suppose the tablet should probably go in there, because that's probably the place that makes the most sense for it. Uh-huh. Yes. Okay. Grinder, why you no go where you belong? Oh, because this thing's completely full. Oh, okay. Okay. So this thing is completely and totally out of inventory space. Well, what can I do away with? What do I not need? I almost certainly don't need that many broken spawners. These crop sticks, those can come out. I do not need those in here. They can go elsewhere. Yeah, I'll put them down in my little AgriCraft area downstairs. Yep, that's what I'll do. But guys, I think I am pretty much out of time for this episode. So, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.